I made $20,000 yesterday and I ain't even jump up out the bed. Bag a leg, take a rent until he got the bed, walking like I'm Fred. Bonnie Rubble riding in the bubble, but it's stolen, watching for the feds. Made $20,000 yesterday, little boy, you heard what I said. You came in and rockin' the
It's the dark skin savage, my nigga. Alright, today we gonna have Mr. Devontae read that title for us. My boy, go ahead. What we got? Read the title for us.
We got. Sorry, I'm just very happy today, guys. I'm very happy. I'm a happy soul today. Feeling good, energetic. It's probably been 2 years since I could use a normal toilet. Dana's 80-pound testicles.
It's Dan's, by the way.
Oh.
Dan's.
Oh.
80 pounds testicles.
Oh, Dan's. Before we get into this video, I want to point out some shit, right?
Why
So, like, I just want to point out, right? Like, this shit is not funny. If I laugh, it's not because I'm laughing. I'm not laughing at the niggas shit, because this shit is not cool. Like, nothing wrong with having 80-pound testicles, nigga. This shit's not funny, and I know y'all want to laugh, but it's not fucking funny.
Nigga, I'm not fucking laughing. Look at me.
This shit's not funny. No, bro, like,
bro.
Hey, y'all gotta stop.
Y'all be serious, man. We're trying to watch something.
Hey, hold on.
40-year-old Dan Morrow suffers from a mysterious medical condition that has taken over his life. For the last 7 years, his testicle sac has been growing uncontrollably.
Oh, we got no dates on.
This made me a prisoner in my own body.
Where that dude PP at, bro? Like,
I don't know. Is that a bandage on it or something?
Yeah, I think he wrapped that joint around with a band-aid or something.
God damn.
Wait, so like, does that mean like the actual nut sac is like, or the actual nut is that large?
Testicle, so as in like
that's a nut sack.
Yeah, that's
balls.
Is it one of them? Both.
It looked like more than two.
80-pound testicles.
The best way I could describe the weight for someone, if they're trying to imagine it in their head, would be to slit open your scrotum and put in 3 large bowling balls, and sew it back up and have you carry it around. I'm constantly in pain, and it's a lot of weight on your back, so it's very hard to move.
The unusual condition is so severe, it restricts every movement.
This is where I have to go to urinate. When it was smaller, I could lift it onto the toilet and pee into the toilet. But when it got bigger, there was always a chance that it'd make a mess. So it was just easier to pee into the shower stall and then rinse it down with the water.
Does that hurt?
It's probably been 2 years since I could use a normal toilet to urinate.
Supporting Dan through his struggle is his loving wife, Mindy.
Mindy is my wife. We've been together almost 20 years. She's my best friend. She's my everything.
Okay, baby doll.
Dan relies on Mindy for all his needs.
Dan has become a prisoner of his own body, and I've become a prisoner with him. He's not able to do any of the things that he loves doing. If he wanted to go out and get a gallon of milk and a loaf of bread on the way home, Dan can't do that. If he wanted to like take a shower all by himself and get, he can't do that. If I was to list, it would be an hour-long show of just things that have been taken away from him one by one. Yeah, this is prayer. But it's the kind of things you do for somebody you love, Yeah.
It has control. It tells me where I can go. It tells me how long I can stay somewhere. It tells me where I can go to the bathroom. It basically has control over my life.
No,
yeah. Because he's not like
in a desperate attempt.
It's not like he's just like a fat ass nigga, but it's just a disease or whatever that thing is, bro. Like an infection or something.
God bless this man's soul. Like that ass.
Yeah.
Like God bless this man's soul, because that shit is not cool, bro.
Yeah.
Like imagine not being able to like move around the right way and do shit that you would normally do in life, because like that's gotta be like a mad insecurity, bro.
Slow down the scrotum's growth. Mindy and Dan wrap the mass in compression bandages.
We use bandages to try this a little bit and growing further, but we also used bandages to try to like break it up a little bit so it might get smaller.
Wait.
We're
So
only
break
slowing
it
it
up?
down, we're not stopping it. It's like trying to stop a sea with a sand bucket. It's not happening.
No, you know what? Shout out to the wife of this man's, bro. Like, shout out to this wife, bro. Like, nah, that's gotta be one of the realest women I've ever fucking seen in my life.
Yeah, bro. Realist and
On God, it's gotta be. Cause nigga, she's really by this man. Like, she's really standing by this nigga.
Nigga,
And
most
like,
video that we watch is like them 600-pound nigga, they wife and their mom
always
feeding them nigga.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
keep eating type shit.
yeah, like,
nigga.
but she's actually like helping this nigga,
trying to slow it
and
down
that
and
shit is
shit.
so good to see. Like,
Yeah.
like shout out to this man's wife, bro. Like, I forgot her name.
But Dan's life hasn't always been like this.
Look at that one.
His parents remember a time when he was just like any other son.
This is Danny, tie and a sweater, looking either kindergarten or first grade. I want to say kindergarten. And this was Christmas time in '87. As Dan was growing up as a young man, he had many friends. He was involved in sports at school. He just was always doing something, always moving.
It's affected Dan a lot. When he was younger, he used to go camping, and they'd go to stay with their friends, you know, at the campgrounds, and they all come and have picnics and stuff. And I really think that he's missing something by not, you know, being able to do that sort of stuff.
I had no idea that this would have ever happened to my
So did
son.
he always have this condition?
If I could have traded places with him, I would have.
Well, I mean, I like
Some
when
other
he was
hates
younger,
to
yeah,
see.
probably not, but like,
For children to go through something like this.
but was this like?
It wasn't until a year after Dan and Mindy married in 2005 that their ordeal began and their relationship started to change.
We went out for like a little romantic hotel getaway, and down in his scrotal area, it seemed puffy, more puffy than normal. But it was small enough, so we just kind of wrote it off as, you know, him being heavy, and he said he thought he'd just lose some weight and it would just go away.
But things didn't get better, and over the course of a year, Dan's scrotum grew to the size of a coconut.
Basically, I just tried to wear.
The narrator, you a bitch for that, man. You a bitch for that, man.
What if the narrator did?
You a bitch for that, bro.
I heard what he said.
Nigga, okay.
I think y'all just want to laugh.
No, bro.
But things didn't get better, and over the course of a year, Dan's scrotum grew to the size of a coconut.
Basically, I just tried to wear longer shorts to help cover the fact it was getting bigger and bigger.
No, because bro, we know it's testicle, but it's like he give it like a different
Scrotum,
name.
scrotum is another name for the. Y'all never heard of scrotum?
No, it's the fact that nigga said it the way he did it. He said coconut. Why you gotta put?
No, because he was saying it grew to the size of like a coconut.
But why you gotta say?
Because what else you gonna say?
You could just say he grew big. Yeah,
It grew bigger, but like I think because as
Why
a
you gotta-
narrator, you have to explain it. You have to explain it in a way to where the audience can visualize your narration.
But that's bigger than the coconut, so why?
No. He said within a year, after a year. So this is years later, but
Okay.
he said after a year's passed, it grew to the size of like a coconut.
But I gotta be a coconut though, but. Why you gotta use that? Why you gotta be a coconut?
I see what you're saying.
Come on, man.
It could have been like it grew to the size of like a mini soccer ball or like a
Yeah, if you would have said soccer ball,
You know,
not even a soccer ball, but
like a 5.
it got balls.
Yeah, because it got balls in it. I mean, yeah, because really, what can you say, bro?
Yeah, I mean,
he
balls.
could have named it in diameter or something. Like, what's the diameter of a coconut? Like the size of it? Maybe you could say the width and diameter of 30 inches or something.
I
don't like this narrative. That's all I know. I don't like that nigga. He ain't not to say like that,
Or balloon.
bro. That's pretty
Yeah,
shit.
let's get the hell out of
What
here.
about the blue ball in the mic?
blue ball. That's crazy.
I went out less and less. Basically, I just tried to wear longer shorts to help cover the fact that it was getting bigger and bigger.
and probably went out less and less.
That dude just got this thing walking around.
Terrified, he visited his local physician in search of answers, but nobody could help.
We went to our doctor. He was completely baffled.
Wait, like
He was baffled.
do men need both testicles? No, you can be good with one.
Really?
I don't think so.
Is he still fertile? Will he ever be like? Okay, so I don't think they. Well, as far as I know, they haven't had kids so far. Like we've never been introduced to any kids. So does that mean like he wasn't ever fertile? Like was he ever fertile to like be able to produce kids?
I feel like cut the time. I feel like when it gets hard to shit probably expand.
Damn. Like his nutsack?
Yeah, probably expand or something.
No, maybe in the winter it shrinks. Cause you know when it gets cold. When it gets cold, your nuts. Bro, what is wrong with you guys?
You don't want to say stupid shit, bro. Why you say stupid shit? What you mean?
That's a fact.
Nigga, why does it have to be in the winter, bro?
Because when it's cold, your balls
trying to like, what about when you take a shower? Your balls can get small too.
No, your balls when you hit in hot water, your balls actually try to get away from your body. So it means they get bigger. So it's like when you're hot, your balls. Nah, it's an actual thing that your body does. When you're hot, your balls. The reason why they get longer and stretchier is because they're trying to get away from your body. They try to get cold. So when it gets cold, it tries to get closer to your body so it can get warm.
If it's possible to like live off of one, I think you can live off of one testicle.
Yeah, I think I've seen something I've seen something about that where you can live off of one.
Because if you can, then they could have just did a surgery for me and take that one.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Because it don't look like it's both of them that's infected.
Because I feel like it's just fat. I think it's just fatty tissue. Because what does his actual ball look like?
He'd never seen anything like it. He said, "You're fat, and there's really nothing we can do until you lose at least 100, 150 pounds." So after exercising and it was growing larger, I realized at that point it really didn't matter how much weight I lost. It was growing faster than I could lose the weight.
Yeah, damn.
Exercise didn't work, and 7 years after first seeking medical help, Dan's scrotum has swollen to massive proportions. His penis and testicles remain normal size, but they are engulfed deep within the gigantic sack.
I just felt that they were the cards that I was dealt.
So his penis and testicles are
So
normal
I had
size.
to just kind of continue life,
swelling.
the best that I could.
What is that shit on top of his cock though? So it's just his skin.
It's because his penis has been engulfed by like the fat, so it's almost as if it's taking it in with the sack. If that makes sense. So like.
It's the skin that
it's
growing.
The skin that's like pushing his penis into his like. But got balls on this shit.
What is this shit right
that's
here?
The fat.
That's his fat, like from his stomach.
From his stomach?
Yeah.
And it's like pushing it inward. So and while his shit is it's basically a bunch of inflation of the sack. So his shit is just swelling. It's just really swelling.
But for what?
But so if that's swelling, then that means there has to be a way to take it down. So the doctor gotta have lied to this nigga. You gotta. I mean, there is certain shits that when they have to do surgery, you have to lose a certain amount of weight. Yeah. Because it can be deadly, but at the same time, it's swelling. So what can you not give this man for the swelling of his fucking balls?
But the thing is like even if they cut it out and do all that shit, like how do they stop the swelling?
No,
I feel like it just swelling.
Because swelling, it just comes from like I think it's is it a lack of fucking blood flow? So I think he just has a lack of blood flow in that area. Or am I right, y'all? I'm not no fucking doctor, but I think the cause of swelling is a lack of blood flow. Hold on.
I just felt that they were the cards that I was dealt. So I had to just kind of continue life,
size, though.
The best that I could with what I had.
The size of Dan's scrotum affects every aspect of his daily life. Even finding pants that fit him has become an impossible task.
I have 2 or 3 pairs of pants that I can wear that are kind of tattered and torn, and then I can't wear underwear because, I have to compensate for that. I really miss wearing shorts. I think I have a pair of shorts that I used to wear that I'm hoping to wear again.
Yeah, he can't wear.
Nah, this nigga gotta get something. He gotta get help, bro.
Walking just a short distance is painful for Dan, so the only exercise he gets is in the local pool.
Yeah, that's the best exercise.
It's also one of the few things he can still do with Mindy.
Going out and doing things was a huge part of our relationship.
We'd camp, we'd go canoeing, go to another city, always on the go.
These these are all things that I can't do anymore.
Sexual intimacy for the couple has also become a thing of the past.
The last time that we had marital relations was on March 19th, 2006.
I think it's an underlining strain that this has put on our relationship. You know, it's one of those things where, you know, you don't want to think about it, but it's definitely there.
When you make a commitment, it's important to stick with it. The wedding vows are in sickness and in health, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer. So I guess this is the sickness and health part.
But unable to find a diagnosis for the mysterious condition, Dan fears Mindy's patience could soon wear out.
If she needed to take care of that urge, who am I to stop her? You know, I can't fulfill that need. You know, I know she loves me more than
wear out.
if she needed to take care of that urge, who am I to stop her? You know, I can't fulfill that need. You know, I know she loves me more than anything, but there is human nature too.
If he can't find
see,
help,
that's the question that you want to ask, bro, because you know, bro, like in a relationship, like that shit is needed too. Like sex, I know that's pretty much what it probably Loki talking about.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
And he can't fulfill that for her because you know he's not in the condition of doing that. So it's like if she have to have like a side wherever, you know what I'm saying?
A dick appointment?
Yeah, dick appointment or wherever, just to make sure you know she feel good. Like him accepting that is like you don't see that in a lot of
He doesn't have a problem.
Yeah, you don't see that in a lot of like you know relationship. Which
that's crazy.
It's hard to you know try to accept shit like that. You know.
Yeah, that type of shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That type of shit make you wanna like. It just makes you wanna stay home all day and be depressed. Like.
Yeah.
Like nigga, that type of shit would make anybody like go crazy, knowing that they can't have like intercourse, nigga.
Yeah, that's a whole different shit.
soon, Dan fears for his life and his marriage.
This growth has come between us.
So
and
they
I'd like to
really
have her
can't
removed
do nothing.
before it's too late.
They can't do anything.
Bitch, nigga, he could do something. He just gotta lose the weight.
Nigga, about in today's society, you don't gotta lose shit. Man,
Nigga, that's
cut that
cap.
shit
When
off.
it come to surgery, you got.
I mean, you can cut the shit off, but you gotta still work out, bro.
Yeah. Nah, you have to lose a certain amount of weight before they can do any surgery on you.
Damn,
That's
bro.
an actual rule.
But he's not even that big. It's just that shit,
No,
bro.
it's just because of like they in order to perform the surgery, you have to be at a certain level of like.
But be honest,
where your body doesn't.
them
react to
600-pound niggas that we've seen, bro.
Yeah, they didn't tell them to work out or do anything.
It was
They
not
just did
compared to
surgery.
this
No,
dude.
that's cap.
This dude
That's
is
cap.
at least like
Because to even get liposuction, you have to lose a certain amount of weight. And you gotta understand that when you're bigger, you lose weight quicker.
Yeah.
So it's not
You
really
just
gonna
walking,
be that.
yeah, you just
When
walking.
that's why they say when you're that big to do pool exercise, because you burn a lot of fucking calories when you're doing pool exercises like that. But to even get a liposuction is to take the fat out of you. So even to get that, you gotta lose a certain amount of weight. That's a fact.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey man, but look, that's it for this video. Let's know y'all intake on this video. I know we did, a couple laughing here and there, just to
Yeah, but I genuinely feel bad.
Generally, like we do feel bad. Y'all can tell through stories
Yeah,
at the
man,
end of
this
the
is some
video.
real
Like
big
this
shit.
some real shit, man. And I
This shit's
hope
no
this
joke.
man gets well.
And this video is probably like really old.
Yeah, this is a really old video. I think it's probably like 3 years or more.
Yeah,
Hopefully he's fine.
Hopefully they're still together and married, and hopefully things are happier.
Or if there's like another part of this video that you guys know, or
Yeah, because I gotta see the part 2 to this shit.
Let us know and we'll check it out. But look, that'll be for this video. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you're new. God loves you. God bless you. And we see you.